It is 8 days until my 8-hour adventure race. So I wanted to break down all the gear I'm taking with me. I'm Adam. I've been doing adventure racing, believe it or not, I can't even believe this, for about 20 years now. I've only done roughly one, maybe a little more than one a year, but I've learned some stuff over the years and figured I'd share it with you. If this is your first race, you're getting into a longer distance, you can do it. It's not that tough. Here's some stuff I use for the race. Okay, this bench is awkwardly low, but we'll make it. An adventure race, for those of you that don't know, you'll be finding checkpoints in the woods with a variety of disciplines. Usually it's trekking or trail running, orienteering, that's one of them. Mountain biking, gravel biking, some sort of biking is another, and then some sort of paddling. Kayaking, canoeing, sometimes paddle boarding, something in those ranges. So most of the adventure races are those three disciplines. So we're gonna talk about on foot, on bike, and on paddle. Let's start with paddling. That's usually the easiest. Most every race I've ever done, you can just rent the paddle gear from the race itself. Makes it super simple, easy. Whether that's a kayak or canoe, depending on your team size, they'll have a paddle, they'll have a flotation device. I actually have a kayak now. I'm not bringing my kayak because I'm racing with a team of 3. But I'll bring my paddle, I'll bring my vest. I like to stash a couple little goodies in the vest for me, some snacks and stuff like that. The next easiest thing is biking section. So biking section is pretty self-explanatory. I usually go with shoes, I clip in, and then I'll have gloves, a helmet. And then most of the time, the race will require a little bit of gear for your bike, just to make sure you're not caught out in the middle of nowhere. This is a patch and plug filler here because I have tubeless tires, so patch and plug there. Trail pump with both Presta and Schrader valves for the whole team. I may take this, may not. It's just a thing of goop, some extra sealant in case things get really wild, and then tire levers to pop a tire off. That's usually all you need for bike. And a multi-tool. You'll definitely need a multi-tool. I don't know why I didn't say that the first time around, but yeah, you'll definitely need one. You want one with a chain punch in here as well. Super helpful. I will say something like this, a saddlebag that you can just have on the bike is nice, whether this is filled with snacks or some of that required gear, that's great. And then I'm a big fan of stuff sacks. So keeping all this in a stuff sack so that as you get to a transition area, you can grab, usually transition areas are parking lots, actually. A lot of the times that's the case, because the trailhead is where the race start is where you parked. So this goes in the back of the car, grab it when we get to the bike section, throw it in the pack, take out anything I need for the trekking section. Speaking of which, last section is the trekking. Trail running shoes. I'm not much of a trail runner. I mean, I do trail running, but there are other channels that cover these way better. These are what I have now. I would highly recommend trail running shoes and not just some random pair of tennis shoes or even road running shoes, because you'll be on trails a lot and you'll be off trails a lot. You'll be trekking through the woods. At times I have gone with a gaiter. I will say though, with a shorter race, it just doesn't seem to be worth it to be fiddling with another thing in a transition area. So as of now, I'm not planning on using the gaiters, even though this is kind of what I think might be a sandy course. I think I'll be fine without them. Times I would definitely use a gaiter is longer races in the snow. If you're doing stuff directly on dunes, I think that could be kind of annoying to get sand in your shoes a lot. So there might even be some of that here, but I'm just gonna deal with it. Again, it's only an 8-hour race. I don't think the time is worth it for the transition areas to get gaiters on and off. This is not just for the trekking section, but I will always have a med kit with me. I like that this one's ultra light. Usually has, if you just buy one in an outdoorsy store or whatever, it usually has the stuff in it you'll need. Every race requires a survival blanket. Make sure to have one of those in there. And then on the med kit front, I don't take this with me, but I'll have these in the car. Some Advil, ibuprofen, Tylenol, whatever. And then some sort of anti-chafing something or other for you, you know. Compass. You're using the compass on all the sections, but by far the most in the trekking. That's where they're most navigating the most demanding navigating will be in the trekking section. So I have two now. They're both Silva. I've never used this, but this is more what you'd see in a traditional orienteering race, an orienteering meet. It's a very fast compass designed to get your bearings really quick, stay on you, not have another fiddly thing to deal with. So hopefully this works out. I actually don't even remember. What did I get? I got left-handed. Okay, it goes like this. Like I said, I haven't used this yet. My older compass, which I'd used a lot more, is this one. It's just bigger, bulky, heavy. The mirror, I don't really think you need the mirror. It's nice to shoot a bearing and see exactly where you are. In the shorter races, there's not gonna be a ton of distance though. So I think, I don't know. I'm okay not taking this, and then it's always flopping around and stuff. So I'll be taking the smaller compass with me. On the bike sections, I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do yet. There's not really anywhere to clip this. I guess I could run a cable through there and have it on my necklace, like make a necklace or something for it. But I think I might just keep it in my pack. I think the navigating on bike is gonna be kind of simple. We'll mostly be on roads and trails, like marked trails, so not super worried about it. This is rain gear. It's just a jacket, throw it in a stuff sack. Hopefully they waive that requirement. Lastly, trekking poles. I probably won't take these on this race either. There's a race I've done with some friends a bunch of times where we hike most of it. In that case, definitely taking trekking poles, pretty much be using them 100% of the time. With a shorter race like this, again, we're only 8 or 9 miles of trekking. We'll be running most of the big distances. I imagine some of that will be on trail, but I don't think this is something I want to be carrying with me all day. So I'm going to skip the trekking poles for this race. We'll additionally be carrying my trail cam. So this is Insta360 X5. I'll have a couple extra batteries that I throw in a little waterproof stuff sack, which I don't have on me right now. And then this is a carbon fiber selfie stick. I've got another clamp one that'll clamp on to the bike handlebars and the canoe as we're going, so I can use it hands-free for those activities. And yeah, that's about it. Oh, I'll show you the pack. I forgot the packs back in my office, so I'll show you those here in a second. There's a hawk. Can't tell which kind. Packs! Am I even in frame? With a adventure race, I like to think about it in time frame. And so anything under 10 hours, I would consider as a short adventure race. I know that sounds crazy, but if you've gotten into it, I think you realize it's on the shorter side. And then mid-length is 12 to 24 hours. Then you start to get into longer ones once you get over 30. So for the short ones, I think you can get by with something like this. This is Osprey's. I don't think they even make this Rev 6. They might make a version of it. This is older. 6-liter pack. It has a slot for hydration. It has a couple front pouches on it. This is fine. It works. I would almost always opt for something bigger, even on a shorter race, because like the way they make these is you can cinch all this stuff down so tightly that it almost doesn't matter that you're wearing a little bit extra. And honestly, between the two, there's barely any weight difference. So I like to go with this one. This one is 20 liters. So 20 liters, and then it has a ton of storage on the front here. Let me show you. So there's a zipper pocket down here on both sides, I think, yep. And then you have some cinch down pockets up front here, some little stuff pockets for gels and stuff, which can be great on both sides. And then this is a pretty big pocket, which if you wanted to fit a soft flask, you easily could, and do water on the front. Additionally, it does have room for hydration. So if you wanted to do a hydration pack in here and weave it up through the top, you can do that as well. So, oh, this is not sponsored, by the way. I've bought all of this with my own money. So take that for what it's worth. For this race, I think I am actually going to do the hydration pack. I'll put a bottle on my bike, but this will have water in it. I want it on me all day long. And then I don't think I'm gonna use the soft flasks because I want the space for storage. So TBD on that, but box of yummy goodies. You can get real expensive with this stuff. So I'll show you, and you could, I've done adventure races where I've made stuff before too, which is fun. I don't think it's that much cheaper because you're buying all ingredients, some weird ingredients that you probably won't have in your pantry. So I've gotten back to just buying stuff now. What I've found though, is you don't necessarily need the adventure brand. So like these pure organic bars, they're on the screen, right? Yeah, okay. These pure organic bars are great. It's basically all you want, 12 grams of carbs. Each one is 50 calories. And they're so small and so easy to pack. So I'll put 2 or 3 of these on my vest and just snack on those as we're rolling. And then Stroop waffles. If you don't get the branded energy waffle, I think these were on sale for 75 cents each, which is a pretty good deal. And they're ingredients wise similar, I think. I don't know. Also, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a dietitian. This is just stuff I've done in the past. So please don't sue me. And then I do like to have some of the traditional energy stuff. I like the gummies more than the gels. I feel like they sit better in my stomach. So I will do a couple round of gummies. This one is Pro Bar, the Bolt Chews, Scratch. Love these. I've done these so this is what I'm going to fill my bottles with on the bike. I'll bring 2 bottles. I'll throw one in the car, one on the bike, and then put this in there. And then this is 200 calories. So I'm sure that will help during the race. And then I also like to have a few just a little more filling options. These are both like granola bars. Not really granola bars, but you know what I mean. These are both bars just for a breakfast, something like that. Eat normal is what I've tried to do. And then some goodies like some Joyride for after the race. Give yourself a little treat. You earned it. What I will wear. Usually I will wear bike liner shorts and a pair of shorts over that. I don't like to be in just the Lycra shorts all day. I know some people do it. I'm not a huge fan, so I'll wear a light pair of shorts over a bike liner. And then I will wear some sort of synthetic shirt depending on the weather. This one, synthetic or wool. This one is wool. This one is synthetic. I'd wear something a lot like this. Make sure wool socks. I like to have an extra pair of wool socks, whether that's stashed in the car or on me, depending on the distances and things. And then when packing for these races, always remember to pack something that's really nice and cottony for after the race. You will want to be the outfit you throw on a rainy Saturday afternoon. That's what you want to bring. The thing that's way too big, but is super comfortable and has been in the wash 600 times, and it just has broken into the perfect level. That's exactly what you want to be wearing when the race is done.